Good morning, everyone. Dr. Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. It's Thursday, April 13th. We're starting the day with Buddha. Why? Because we have to chill, man. We got to chill. Oh, my goodness. So, we wake up with the moon in Capricorn. And the first aspect of the day is the square to the sun. So we're in a last quarter square between the sun and the moon, part of the lunation cycle, where we have come to a crisis point. This time, instead of acting, it's about thinking. It's about changing our thinking. This is the bleeding heart coming up. You can see the little flowers already. Some of them popping out. This I planted on top of my puppies, Gretchen and Boo, who are here in this hard to see, but it is shaped like a heart. I do have to do a little bit of tidying up over here. We have some well-eaten tulips. I'm sure they'll come up all the same, but they might be tad stunted. So that last quarter square is a point in the lunation cycle, and of course, this lunation cycle included that new moon at the first degree of Aries, promising new beginnings, new starts, new consciousness coming into birth, a birthing of a new consciousness. And then we had that full moon in Libra, very powerful full moon in Libra, with the sun conjunct Chiron and Jupiter. And now here we are at the last quarter moon. And it's a time to see what has come to pass up to this point in the cycle. Now, lunation cycles are only a month long, and they are powerful, but they're short, and it's usually the longer cycles that really make the change. But this cycle started with that new moon in Aries, the I amness of it all. And we also, of course, have Pluto at the first degree of Aquarius. So there's a lot of intimations about what is coming. And we're showing the choices being shown to us. Do we do what those young men in Tennessee did, walking hand in hand and representing the voice of the people? Or do we do what's going on in places like the Ukraine, Myanmar, where they're just killing people because they just don't agree with them, or they're trying to take something that they think that's theirs, instead of allowing the people to live their lives, not as part of some grand national plan, but just as people. And I'm sure there are examples much closer to home. Of course, I haven't had my coffee yet, so you're going to have to forgive me about not being able to mention them all. The moon does shift into Aquarius at 4:43 p.m. and then immediately thereafter conjoins Pluto. So again, there's this energy of the people. The moon does square Jupiter and the sun, of course. They just conjoined, right? And sextiles Neptune, which is a nice energy, sort of brings in the spirit of the divine, really. And we have also, after Pluto makes a conjunction to the moon, the sun the moon sorry The moon in Aquarius, let's see, the moon in Aquarius trines Venus. We just had a powerful Pluto-Venus trine, and then, so when the moon comes in, it sort of brings that to us in a very sort of personal way. Personal empowerment, perhaps. Empowerment of the feminine, perhaps. Or is it going to be trying to take the power from the feminine? The power of birth. They take it away from the feminine. They're saying that they're preserving birth, but they're preserving the choice. And they're not even preserving the choice. They're not preserving the choice of the woman, but, you know, man's dominion over what a woman does with her body, right? Check it out, guys. Tulips. I have a nice picture of these guys. They opened up yesterday. We had a beautiful day, so I'll put that as the lead picture for you. And then, of course, we have our very, very jolly daffodils. They're so jolly, aren't they? They're like, hey, I'm over here. You get tired of me? You couldn't wait till I opened. Now you're paying attention to the tulips. Sorry. And the moon then squares its own nodes. In Aquarius, the moon in Aquarius squares its nodes, just like Pluto is squaring the nodes. A resolution node, south node, the node of letting go in Scorpio. Letting go of the pain, the need for pain, the need for suffering. You know, look at those beautiful flowers. Oh, it's Charlie. Michael just let Charlie out. So you get to see Charlie too. I know you guys love to see Charlie. All right. What else do I want to say? Yes. We are at an evolutionary crossroads, guys. Crossroads. I really got to get some more coffee in me. We're at an evolutionary crossroads. And it is time to make the choice. Are we going to make the choice of life? Or are we going to continue on this path of Thanos, of death, the love of death? It's time for us to align ourselves with our divine nature. And human beings are here to bridge heaven and earth. And while we are heavenly, we are all earth. We are also earthly. And to be whole, to be holistic, we need to find a balance in that. And part of that is going to be working with the earth. And who knows better to work with the earth than our indigenous populations, who in many places like China and Mexico and America and Australia and every place where there's indigenous are being snuffed out. For what? So it's time for us to come together as humanity and make the difference that we need to make. Time is short, guys, and we're going to have to do it. So how do you do it? Like, you're like, oh no, time is short, what do I do? You be yourself. You be in your heart. You open your heart to love. You lend a hand to somebody who needs a hand, but not just going around and trying to tell people what they're doing wrong and how you're going to help them. When a person, when you see somebody as you walk past, give them a smile if that's all you can afford to do. Not everybody, can, but your energy, it's your energy and it's your time and it's your attention that matters. So attend to those who need attending, and definitely attend to your own self and your own joy and your own happiness. This is how we're going to move through this time. We all have a part to play. You don't have to feel guilty that you're not having bombs dropped on your head. And you don't have to feel superior because you're not having bombs dropped on your head. If what happens to the least of us happens to all of us. Jesus said it. If everybody's talking about Jesus, let's start acting like Jesus and have compassion for our fellow man and woman and appreciate the diversity. I mean, Jesus was an outsider. He hung out with outsiders. It's the outsiders that change the world, guys, not the insiders. And you're all outsiders. You know how I know? Because you're listening to me. Insiders generally don't listen to astrology in the morning. All right, guys. Have yourself a wonderful day. Like and subscribe. Much love from me and Charlie. Hey, Charlie, where'd you go? Oh, there he is. So cute. Hey, Charlie. Want him to cameo? Hey, Charlie, it's Charlie. Hi, Charlie, baby boy. He's non-pulsed. All right, guys. Take care. Much love. We're going to do this. We're doing it. We're going to do it. It's getting better. Keep the faith. Love you. Namaste.